Good afternoon, and what is a warm, bright and sunny day. It is Friday the 11th of August. I've got a nice hot cup of tea and a box to continue unboxing. And what I'm going to pull out of here is this, which is the latest chapbook for 30 days of MÖRK BORG. This is Adventure Chapbook Volume 4, and it's Something Rotten in Gothic, compatible with MÖRK BORG, which is the Doom Punk pre-apocalyptic dark fantasy role-playing game published by the Stockholm Cartel via Free League Publishing. Now, I've looked at the other three 30 Days of MÖRK BORG chapbooks to date, done an unboxing of all of them, and these are, really chock full of content for your MÖRK BORG campaign, which you can use as is or pull apart and drop into your campaign as is your want. So we open up with this really striking text on the front and back end of papers, before going on to essentially the introduction. Essentially, this book expands the one-page one-shots taken from my digital offering, 30 Days of MÖRK BORG, and is the fourth in a planned series of 10. For this volume, we're focused on creating a single setting that could be used as is or applied in pieces during creation as a set of tools. As always, there's still plenty of room for improvisation and substitution. So we begin with the canals of the canals of antipathy. Something rotten is rotten in Gothic, established 3 generations ago by Taxis scofflaws from Schleswig. This mercantile utopia teaches on ruin, all former glory reduced to a thin veneer over unseen sickness. The marshes, tamed and assistant canals by the founders, begun to reclaim what was theirs as an insidious rot spares nothing. Beyond the tenements and guild houses, over once grand bridge festers the source of corruption. So you've essentially got reasons why you're here, and then conditions you can suffer, calamities, the effects of the black mold extending out of the marsh, because if you've got a marsh, you've got to have mold. And then manor homes, merchant houses, they're sort of essentially buildings that you can essentially created by these sort of like rolling on the tables, to populate the town of Gothic however you want, and sort of like encounters you can have there. So there is no dedicated map, but there is sort of like, a space in which you will fill in. Fixed locations is basically dedicated. You've sort of got like the cathedral, and actually quite detailed building, sort of like adventure site, and then the bathhouse. Guild house. So I really like the cartography in here. It's quite detailed, and it's given plenty of attention to the various locations, and actually organising it location by location in this fashion, as is done by MÖRK BORG, and sort of like its dungeons, so on, with the into particular locations marked, grayed out. So for that location, that's there, and so on. Using the margins is a feature of the old school Renaissance, and it's well used here. Then we have the ruined bridge, likely going nowhere. And we have oddities to be encountered in Gothic. So numerous tables. And what actually flew out there is the errata, which is just placed like that, and impediments to the player character's progress. I mean, and that's impediments to the player character's progress, in addition to their own problems. Disputes, so disputes, you've got chances for conflict and disagreement, and that will drive stories. The sunken docks, location to explore, tunnel types to create, and then particular locations. Again, using the margins to mark out the actual individual locations on the maps, and then the entry descriptions for that location almost done in bullet point fashion, which makes them really easy to use. And then we come to the essentially Campus Hindquist. Can't quite read that. Basically, the major embassy hiding out in the throne room. See there, the major villain of the piece. And now beyond that, you have the great porridge fats. And there can be counted. Oh, we have cannibals. Todd the cannibal, and large packs of animals and insects can also be encountered. And then you can populate the city with lots of rumours and creatures to be encountered. And that's that. That's it. So that MÖRK BORG 30 Days of MÖRK BORG Adventure Chapbook Volume 4, not quite as extensive perhaps, or as large as the previous 3 volumes in the series. However, it's got a bit more, just from leafing through that, it's got a bit more of a focus, in that it concentrates on just the one location and its plot lines and potential points of conflict, which is the town of Gothwig, and it surrounds, in its surrounds, essentially, located on the edge of a giant swamp. It's almost sort of like a kind of traditional location for a fantasy role-playing scenario. So many, because a swamp is difficult terrain. You don't know what's out there, because most people don't want to go out there because it's swampy and marshy and stinky, full of monsters and bandits and whatnot. And of course, the insidious influence of the swamp wants to leach back into civilization and expand and swallow up the town, in this case Gothwig. So yeah, if you're looking for sort of like a mini campaign setting to add to your MÖRK BORG game, then I think 30 Days of MÖRK BORG Adventure Chapbook Volume 4 will fulfill that need. So, hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or a game, or in this case, essentially sort of like a fanzine stroke chapbook, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. Be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.